Hello, welcome everyone. Welcome to It Feels Like Sunday. Hey, is everyone going? Hello, Mila. Hey, yeah, how's everyone going? Please share us out, people. Twisted shout. That would be much appreciated. I hope you're having a great day. Aurora Borealis, because we've got solar flares happening later on. Haven't we? And they reckon that we should be able to see the Aurora Borealis from all sorts of places all over the place. So share us out, and that would be good. I think I haven't got Cindy with me today. She's at a psychic fair with Staffy at an expo. So people, if you can please share us out. I'm about to do the same thing. That would be much appreciated. Thank you. Oh, I hope you're having a good day. It's a beautiful day in Adelaide, Australia at the moment. I went out, filled the car up with gas, and I went to the crystal shop and it was closed. But that's okay. It'll be open soon enough. Okay, let's see. So people, if you could share us out, that would be much appreciated. Be much appreciated. I'm just doing the same thing now. So people, if you could share us out, that see, it's on my phone, man. It's like, yeah. Okay, what profile I'm on? Let's see. Share to group. What profile am I on? Dear God, I got to switch profiles. Okay, people. What I'll do is I'll start with a group reading after I share. I'll start with a group reading for everyone and just look at the energies and what everyone's dealing with. And then I will cut to the chase. Okay. I'll cut to the chase. Then I'll do readings for you guys. Okay. So just sharing out, people. That would be much appreciated. I'm just doing the same thing. Just give us a moment. How you been? How's everyone been? How you been? You been good? Just let us know in the comments. Say hello if you're watching. If you're not watching, if you're lurking, that's okay too. Do what you want. Free will and all. Free will and all. Mila's the only one that's. Is that Mila? Who is that? I'll have to have a look. Let's see. That. Going there. That's weird. Where am I going to? It says I'm you're just at work? Okay. You know what? That is allowed. You're allowed to work. We all have to do that. It pays the bills, which is all good. So I'm just sharing out, people. Now... Okay. Advertising. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Oh, look at this. Sharing away, mate. Sharing away. Almost done, people. Almost done. Just, yep, getting there. Someone. Okay, that should be enough for me. Okay, so how is everyone today? How is everyone? Okay. So share us out, people. That would be much appreciated. And then I will start, as I said, I will start with a group reading for everyone, and then I'll go to the individuals. I have a few freebies to give away, but if you would like to donate to support the show, exchange of energies, I will put the... What did you just switch back? I just switched back to my other profile. Okay, look, boom. Please donate for extended reading. I'll make sure you get an extended reading if you donate. Okay, I'm just going in there. I will just put the thing up. You know the thing. You know the thing. That thing with the thing that just has the PayPal link in it. That's I'll put that up just in case you're like, oh my god, that was really speaking to me. Oh my god, I need a message. What happened to my cat? When's my boyfriend coming? And all that sort of stuff. That's all good. Shared and tag. Oh, Mary, thank you. Just gonna pin that. Okay, Angelita, how you going, gorgeous? How you been? Hey, how you been? Okay, I'll start the group reading. What do you reckon, people? I got 2 types of incense. Which you crowds want? I got Dragon's Magic. All right, Dragon's Magic, and I've got Arabian Wood, which is Arga Wood. What do you reckon? Which one? Ooh, choices. Hello, beautiful. Hey, Penny, how you going? I'll start with Dragon's Magic, eh? That seems like, yeah. Steffi's at an expo. He's doing his, I think he's doing healing. He's doing all the healing and ministering to people. So he's working. He is working. And I don't go, hey, I'm going to go live now. I just sort of, yeah, okay, I'll go live sort of thing. So Angelina, maybe he went mad and I shot him. No, I wouldn't do that. Ever. That doesn't sound like me. My God, what images are you putting into my head, Angelina? Okay, that's it. Delete, erase. Wrong cards. Okay, now I got people messaging me. I hope it's not my brother sending me silly car stuff. He does that. Yeah, some of it's cool. Okay, cards. Okay, weird cards. Okay. Okay, let's look at the energies for everyone. Okay, what's going around? What do we got? We got soul flares happening soon. That'll be cool. Okay, people, look at the moment. Okay. We know the mystery. Okay, we know how things work. And we have to remind ourselves, we're all knowing the people that have done the work understand how, the energies. Hopefully you've done the work and you understand what the mind is, what the ego is, what the thoughts are. They're all energies come to bombard us. But this is now a time to be strong. Okay, this is a time now that we have to stand in our strength and have to stand in our power. We can't run away with them, with emotions. We can't run away with our feelings. Okay, why? Because there's a lot of illusion. There's a lot of distraction around at the moment, and I've got that. There's distraction. There is bullshit. There's stuff that's there to mess with your head. There's stuff that's there to play with everyone. Okay, and this is the time that we stand in our power and we stand in our strength. Okay, and we go back to the beginning. So this means, people, we're going to get hassled, and this is the game on. This is the battle of the moment. When we come to get distracted, we're going to pull ourselves out of it. And when we start running away with our feelings, something happens. We're going to pull ourselves back and go, okay, these feelings are not mine. I understand these feelings are not mine. These thoughts are not mine. They're just energies. Just because I feel it, I am not that feeling. And we have to get onto our A game. Otherwise, our subconscious, our mind will just get bombarded. And people, we can't run away with our thoughts. Our thoughts will distract us. Our thoughts will pull us into want. Our thoughts will pull us here. Our thoughts will pull us there. And then when we're getting pulled around by our feelings and our thoughts, we're no longer sovereign. And we're no longer sovereign. We're vulnerable. And we're not standing in our strength. Okay? So the distractions are coming. So get your basics. Oh, yeah, but I just feel really bad today. Go home, clear yourself. Cut ties. cut cords, do all that stuff. People, you've got to use your defense. You've got to start using your knowledge. If you're just floating by going, oh man, what's happening? Okay, well then, Jim, boom, you're going to get knocked around. You're going to get smashed. Okay, and a lot of people are getting smashed in areas, and then we pull ourselves back in and center ourselves, and then we're feeling we're in a good space. And you know what happened? Another distraction comes along, something else comes along, and the universe, the negative energies will play on our desires. Okay, so have a look at your desires. Have a look at your weaknesses. Have a look at your strength. Oh, I'm lonely. All right, man, they'll be messing with your head. Okay, they'll be messing with your head. And when you don't stand in your sovereignty and you don't pay attention to your intuition. Okay. And what happens is the ego, the I am, the thoughts, not the I am, someone gets upset when I say that because the I am is powerful. Okay. But what happens is when these things come along, okay, the ego steps in and it pretends to be our intuition. Have you worked that one out yet? Okay, that's the biggest distraction at all. That's how we get off our path. That's how we get into the trouble. That's how we create negative karma. Okay, so very important to look at that and stand in your power. Use your knowledge that you know. Okay, use your knowledge. Use your knowledge, people. Okay, because at the moment, people are looking at things on a surface level. We all do this. We're in the 3D. We're looking on the surface level. I got the Eagle card here in red. There's the main card for everyone saying, look at things from a higher perspective. Look at the big game of things. We kept getting, and that's how the enemy gets us. That's how the lower vibrations get us, as they drag us back into the chaos, back into the 3D. And we got to, man, just because we're in this world doesn't mean we're of this world. So people, big picture, which sucks, especially when we're walking around in want. We just make it hard. Fear, want, fear and desire, Jenny, fear and desire. Okay, it's how you can control it all. It controls us all. Okay, and we get stuck in our emotions, and we get stuck, and then we just go for wants. We go for emotional gratification. Why? Because we're human, and that's how we're programmed. We're going to break the programming. Otherwise, we're still in that trap. We don't want to be in that trap. We want to walk in love. We want to walk in acceptance, that everything is as it is and everything will be as it be, and just be in radical acceptance of what's happening in the now. Okay, because when we go into fears and desires, we go into our head and we go everywhere else but the present, and then we become very inefficient at dealing with what it is that needs to be dealt with. Okay, so this is that time, people, that we need to hold that space. I got stand the ground card. I got the mountain card. Stand your ground. Hold that space. But we don't, because we go back into fear. We go back into desire. We go back into our thoughts and go, I just can't be bothered. It doesn't feel right. I want some gratification. I want to be happy. Okay. And that's okay, but we can't let it control us, people. We can't let it control us, because it will dominate us and it will run our life. And we don't want it to run our life. And look at that. See, unlock the magic within. And unlocking the magic within comes when we stand our ground and we know our power. And we start to know who we are. When we don't know who we are, we go chasing everything. Okay, you become chasers, and then it's what's going to happen next. When am I getting this? When am I getting that? When am I getting this? When am I getting that? When's that going to happen? Okay, and if you're in that space, okay, you're uncentered. You're in your head. You're not in your heart. You're not grounded. You're not centered. Okay, so when we get like that, I mean, I still get like that, and I got to go and pull myself out of that. Why? Because I'm human. Okay, we're all got to do that. Blissful naive. No, it's about, blissfully naive. Well, we've got to be in, we've got to have gratitude, and gratitude is just accepting everything, is accepting presence, being in the present. No matter what's unfolding, it's unfolding, and there's nothing we can do about it. Okay, except be present. The more we're present, the more the more we're able to deal with it in a better. But we just have to accept that everything happens for a reason. When we start thinking about our wants and how it's not doing anything for our wants, it's not doing anything for our desires, then we're unhappy. See, it's about that inner peace. It's about that inner peace. That inner peace, Penny. And that comes from just accepting wherever you're at and however things are. That it just is what it is. When we get attached to being joyful and super happy, and we've got another attachment, okay? And then when we're not joyful and not happy because we're going to deal with other stuff, then we're like, oh, I don't feel very good today. That's all bullshit. That's all bullshit. We're going to get back to that, just accepting things for what they are, letting them unfold. Hi, Caroline, you maths bandit, you. Yeah. So people, it's really time to step in that power, okay? Because there's a lot of illusion there. So the way people are going, I've got the traveler card moving in your direction. There's going to be some people that are going to have to snap themselves in to exercise their power, to center and exercise your power, and not just be swayed by everything, because there's so much illusion at the moment now coming to knock us about, coming to take us off our game, putting us somewhere, trying to cause friction with here, and we end up worrying about little things that just don't mean shit. That, Caroline, just let it go. Let it go. You saw my post. I just said I stand corrected. Okay. See, Caroline now is attached to. No, see, yeah. I'm just messing with you. That's okay. Okay, people. I have a free reading. Wait a sec. I better get organized. Let's see. I will give away a free reading. Just because that's the sort of person I am. You mind that? I mean, I am that sort of person, but I just love messing with people. That's okay. But I have siblings. I live with my brother, so I can mess with him. But he's a Leo, so he just gets offended and just takes it all personally. It's like shooting fish in a barrel, just poking him with a stick. Angels. Yeah, no, I put in I stand corrected, Caroline. Okay. I mean, God, what was the last time I did Mass 1 and 2? That was, oh God, that was like 91 or something in the 90s. 89 or 90. God, how long ago was that? That was like 30 years. That was like 30 years ago. Last time I was in a Mass class. But you took me to school. Okay. Just 1 second, people. 1 second. So, people, donate if you want an extended reading. Otherwise, I'll just pull a couple of cards for you. But I will give away extended readings for you, lovely people. And then I'm going out and go shopping. Going to gym and then going shopping. Okay. Oh. So, Martin. Is that you, Jenny? Did you donate? Okay, I'm just going to do a warm-up reading. Thank you for the donation. I'll just do a warm-up reading. So, let's see. What banners have I got? I will do... Okay, so people pick a number between... Where am I? Let's go. So, people, Steffi's number of destiny, courtesy of Steffi's healing. Please pick a number between 50 and 70. And whoever gets the magic number gets the magic reading. 17. Jenny, didn't you pay? My God, did you have to go there, Caroline? Really? Oh my God. I know we all go there. Well, this is straight away, so that's okay. Don't worry about it, Penny. As long as you can use your mess with money, then if you have a mortgage, you know you're getting fucking ripped. Why? Competing. So, compete if you want. Whatever floats your boat, Jenny. But you have paid for a reading. But Jenny, if you get it, I'll just give you a reading and then I'll pay for your reading, your donation. That's fine with me. It's all sunshine and lollipops at this end. It's not usually me who goes for that number first. I think you stand corrected, don't you, Caroline? Because you just went for that number first. My God. That's it. You just got dragged into that gritty timeline. That timeline that you were trying to get out of. I'm like, yeah, I'm not that person anymore. And then straight away, boom. We got to watch out. Gets off us guard. Gets us off guard. So no one wants to pick a number between 50 and 70. Oh my God. This is going to be an easy show. I can go shopping. I bought 3 pairs of shoes last week in one day. I live near Harbour Town in Adelaide, which has got all the clearance stores. So it's got Adidas, Nike, Fila, New Balance, all those clearance stores. Converse, and so yeah. So I can go and get like brand name stuff for just next to nothing. It's great. Hey, Sarah, how you going? Oh, and we have a winner. Oh, paybacks, Caroline. Paybacks. Oh. Okay, Caroline, if you could just okay, Caroline, if you could just take a big breath in, big breath out, just center yourself, focus on that heart space. Okay. Caroline. Caroline. Caroline, there's a lot of distractions coming up at the moment, and I'm getting there's some cord cutting that you need to do, some cord just when it comes up. There's people thinking at you, probably projecting at you at the moment. So there needs to be some just keep up on the cord cutting and keeping your space clear at the moment. Okay, because you're going to get thoughts. You know what it's like. You're going to get thoughts. You're going to pop into your head. And you're going to be thinking about someone because there's someone there's this is happening to a lot of people at the moment, and there's some people around that are weak. It's just where they're at, you know, um, and they probably don't even know why they're doing things, and they're going to be throwing shit at you at the moment. Okay, they're going to be attacking you, or they're just going to be coming up. They're going to be just coming up in your mind, and this is going to leave you. This is going to mess with your emotions. Okay, this is going to leave you emotionally. You're going to be like, there's going to be a lot of emotions coming up at the moment, and you know the deal. Just be mindful, just be aware of it, see what's coming up and see what you can do about it and shift that energy. Okay, because this is going to, this stuff comes up and it keeps coming up, and yes, it is a distraction, but it's going to leave you exhausted. Okay, and the only one that can complete this cycle is you. So at the moment, just whatever's coming in, because you're getting like your solar plexus, your sacral. Okay, there's low energy through there. Okay, so there's low energy there. There seems to be dense energy. So there's cord cutting. You know all that deal. Just keep maintaining your energy at the moment. It's really important. Otherwise, this stuff is going to come in, and you know what it's like, man. So, it's like the Virgo mind. Okay, it's going to play with your mind, and that's the distraction coming in to take you off your game. But there's gold here for you. There's so much gold. There's so much gold, Caroline, because you've just got to look at it. You've got to strip it back, and we're gonna get out of the justification, get out of the judgment on it, out of the self judgment, out of the judgment of others, because you know what it's like. We get pulled into that judgment with others, and then that just manifests as judgment on ourselves, and that's how it's going to try to come in at the moment. Okay, so just remind yourself and get on your A game. And go, okay, look, shit. Do the shadow work. I assume that you're doing the shadow work, because there's no way around it. So just see where that is, because it's coming to just unbalance you at the moment. Like, I guess it is for everyone. Okay, but just a reminder, because if we keep feeding it, because there's a lot coming, there's going to be shit thrown at you, which it always is. But depending on how you deal with it on that emotional level, with the attachment to it emotionally, depends on how you move through this cycle. Okay, and people go, cycles. The cycle ends when we realize what it is. It's still, that stuff still goes on. It still happens to us, but it loses its power over us. So be very mindful. Self-judgment. We go to self-judgment. When we start to have compassion on ourselves, as just being an experiencing soul and a loving soul, and then we start to truly build that self-love and acceptance of ourselves, and start to feel comfortable within ourselves, and we start to understand ourselves better. Then we create that space for. Then we start to see people as just other us's having another experience. So it's just crucial that we get to that place out of self-judgment. And everyone fucks up. Everyone has reasons why they do it. Okay, what can we eliminate? We can eliminate the thoughts, the thoughts that aren't serving us. Okay, and have a look at those thoughts, because there's a lot of stuff coming in for you at the moment that there's always great stuff coming us in to bring us on that, on that beautiful path, on that awesome area. But just those little things that come to distract us, come to keep us, to bind us. Okay, and there's going to be a lot of emotional release for you at the moment. There's going to be tons of emotional release. There's going to be stuff that's going to come to the surface, and this is the surface, and this is the stuff that needs to be processed, so you can get out of that self-judgment and just be really just solid and happy in that skin. And then when we get out of that, that's when we can start to see we can start to love ourselves, and then we can start to clean out ourselves. That's when we start to get that the purity and loved for us, because we understand ourselves better, because we learn to deal with it. Then we start to see other people as just fucked up versions of us, and then we can have that compassion. We can have that compassion. So just watch out what the mind's feeding you at the moment. I know you'll analyze what the mind's feeding you at the moment, but just understand that it's not all us. It's not all us. I better pull you a card, eh? It's a reading show. Might as well. Yeah. So yeah, no. Well, yeah, we got to. You will see. That's the thing, is the ego tries to pose as the higher self and the intuition, and until we start to let go, the ego will it gets everyone. It poses as that small, still voice. It poses as the ego. It poses as a higher self, because the ego's been running the show in all of us. And when we go, okay, ego, I'm high vibrational now, I'm just going to, follow my intuition, higher self, because the analytical mind, the analytical mind, the intellect, okay, they're brilliant tools, but they are lousy masters. And they don't just when we go, okay, I'm coming from the heart space now, they don't just slide down and go, oh, okay, you don't need me anymore. Thanks for playing. I'll be over here if you need me. Your intellect and your ego doesn't do that. I'll be over here if you need me. Just call me and I'll be there to serve you. It doesn't do that. It tries to pose. It tries to pose as, yeah. Okay, so I got the Mirror Guardian. So this is time to reflect, but don't over reflect. Because when we over reflect, we can go back into the ego and go back into those cycles. So it's just in presence, being present in the moment. Okay, switching that mind off and being present. Starting to feel the energy. As soon as you come back in that mind, snap yourself out of it. Okay, you'll know which are the higher self, because that'll give you revelations and aha moments, and all the rest of it is all us, all ego thoughts. God, it's not even all of us. It's not even us. Half the time, our thoughts aren't even us. Okay, our brain is it's almost like our brain's an antenna, and the way we use it is the way we tune it, and the way we tune it picks up. So don't overthink. Don't overthink in your reflection, Caroline, because I've got Mirror Guardian. So stuff's coming up for you to look at, but we can't overthink about it, because I know what you're like. I'm the same. We'll get lost in it. Okay. And shift your focus back to the bigger picture. Okay, not the little things. Okay, because there's a lot of stuff that we do, even like when we do shows and stuff and spiritual work, we got to go one above that. Okay, we could go big to the bigger calling. Yeah, that's the problem. I do the same thing, and we've got to stop overthinking. We get back to the big picture of things, which is freeing ourselves in the mind. Okay, because until we free ourselves in the mind, the prison of the mind, and get out of that ego, we're still in the analytical mind. We're still in the alpha brain state, and we're still just using 5% of our brain to run the show, when there's so much more. Okay, and the underlying energy. It just seems like so much work. The underlying energy reading is the wise one. Grow within your current situation. It's like, duh, universe, duh. Get into some Ram Dass. Ram Dass is a legend. He really understands the mind. He started as what was it? Head of psychology at Harvard University, I think in the 50s or the 60s, and then he went through all different forms of enlightenment and training, and he really understands the human mind better than anyone. I mean, not better than anyone, but he knows he's good. I've learned so much from him. Okay, and that reading was donated by the man that drinks too much coffee. Okay, what I'll do, Caroline, is let's see. Yes. Which is a really powerful one. There's so many. A good one. Ram just. I'll start you with a good one. Ram. Let's see. There's just so many good. There's just emotions, personality, spiritual identity, and doubt, attachments, and okay. This one is. There's so much gold and wisdom in this. It's just. I'll put it in there. So check this guy out. He'll blow your mind away, and he'll save you so much time in stripping back yourself and getting to know yourself. It blows your mind. And yeah. Did that work? Did it work? Did it come up? I'll try it again. Hopefully that works, Caroline. It's absolutely brilliant. Okay, now I've got a reading to do for Jenny. That was you that donated, wasn't it, Jenny? And not just a figment of my PayPal imagination. I better check. That was you, wasn't it? Of course it was you. I remember. You bought a pouch. I know your real name. And I know where you live. But I don't need to send you anything in the mail, so yeah. Don't have to worry. Well, you can donate, Nicole. Pay it forward. What do you reckon? Should Nicole pay it forward? Should okay. Hey Susie. Okay. Yeah, people, if I'll read who I'm drawn to, and if you want a guaranteed extended reading, just donate an amount. It'd be much appreciated. Okay. Jenny. Okay, Jenny, if you could just big breath in, big breath out. Okay. Do it again. Just center yourself. Holding on to too much at the moment, Jenny. What are you holding on to? Holding on to the obvious. Okay. Look, Jenny, you've got a heavy heart, right? And this is causing your lower chakras to be all out of whack at the moment. Okay, they're all out of balance. You need to do some chakra alignment, but we can do all the chakra alignment we want, but until we start dealing with the stuff that throws it out, we're just going to align it, and then it's going to go back out of whack. It's going to go back out of whack. You know, we've got a wobble in our front wheel. We can keep putting new tires on it because it scrubs out, or we can go and get it balanced and get a wheel alignment. Okay, Jenny, you're at that stage now where you can't just keep replacing the tires. Okay, in your heart, in your emotions, you need to go and get a wheel balance. Okay, you do have a heavy heart because what happens is you're staying in your mind at the moment, right? In your belief structures of how you think things should be and how you want them to be, and wishing that they would be the way they were. And it's just eating away. It just keeps you distracted. It keeps you uncentered. And it takes you out of things that you're missing in front of you right now. Okay? There's so much you're missing because you're somewhere else. And you're wanting things to be different. This is not gratitude. This is... Your thoughts create your reality. And when you're wishing things were a different way, and things had worked out different, which they haven't, you are where you're at. It is what it is. Okay? Then what you do is you throw all this karma, all these thoughts create karma and stress and all these stuff you build. You are feeding. You're feeding this into your field. So all this that you're going through at the moment, this is what you're creating. And if you keep going the way you're going about it, you're going to create more and more. You've created that heavy heart. Okay, sometimes stuff happens. We need to process it. We need to work it out. The joy will come. The gratitude, Jenny, is radical acceptance of everything. You're where you're at, as everything is what it is, and engage with what is, not what can be or not what was, but what is. Because when we're off in the future, we're off in the past. We're not in the present. We're not in the interface of the universe. And being present, that's where we fix things. That's where we understand things. That's where we accept things. What happens is we have those moments, okay, when we're like joy, playfulness. They're all forms of gratification, emotional or physical gratification. And then all we do is we go chasing those moments of gratification. And it's about coming deep into our heart, coming into that acceptance, Jenny, and understanding that you will just keep chasing moments. You will just keep chasing things, experiences, to outrun yourself, to outpace yourself. Okay? Because some healing, energetically, there's some healing that needs done. Have you ever gone to get... Have you ever gone to get some... have you ever got some healing work done around emotions, around attachments to, relationships? Have you ever gone and saw someone that can assist you in that? That stuff's really important. That stuff really helps, because we hang on to whole soul shards. We have little things that still anchor us, and it makes it really hard to move. You work with... Okay. Okay, we'll go back and have another session with Lorraine. Okay. Because there's still this stuff all over you. I see cables and cables and cords all over you. Okay, holding you back, and you don't want to let go of them. We need to let go. You've got a little one there that you need to be present for. Okay, but you need to be present for yourself. And don't go. Stay away from any. Look. Watch out for crypto, Jenny. Watch out for trying any get rich quick. Okay. Don't get lost. Don't get lost. Let's see. Let's see what the universe has for you. Jenny, it's time for you at the moment to have a look around at why you're feeling the way you do. Because you're in reaction mode. And when we're in reaction mode, we're on autopilot. Because things happen to us and we just react to it. Okay? It's time for you to start looking at why you're reacting. Because there seems to be too much stuff that you're taking on too personally at the moment that you don't need to be. It is what it is. Okay, at the moment you're asking, you need to look at what is triggering you and why it's triggering you. Because we have attachment to things. And there's stuff that you don't want to let go of. And your intuition is talking to you. It's telling you need to deal with this. You need to step up your game. You need to process that. I should be doing this? And it gets pushed aside. We keep ourselves busy. We keep ourselves occupied at the moment. You really need to start creating space for yourself to do that healing. Okay, to do that processing. To listen to listen. There's stuff that you know that you need to do at the moment, Jenny. Okay, and you keep pushing it aside. It's not excuses. It's not that. We're in the 3D. We can keep ourselves busy. We've got stuff to do. We've got all this. But you need to start taking time for yourself at the moment, Jenny. I mean, real time. Your child issues are triggers. Why? Why does it trigger? It pisses you off. Well, look at it from this way. How dare my kid piss me off with their problems? I'm trying to do all I can. How dare they piss me off? This is not fair. When we can get past the triggers and understand where we're going with the triggers, Jenny, when we can get past them, we can get past all the triggers. You need to look at the triggers and why they are triggering you, and you need to process, because as soon as you can get out of those triggers, you can start to come into that space where you're not in judgment. And when we're not in judgment, we see things in there, and we can start to see the whole perspective of things. And when we can start to see the whole perspective of things, that's when we can start to deal with things far more efficiently. And then we can start to heal ourselves. Then when instead of the kid pissing you off, you're just like, oh, that poor kid's doing some fucking shit. Okay. But the intuition's trying to come in. And it's trying to assist you with that. But you're too busy being triggered. You're too busy being triggered, too busy being emotional, too busy doing worrying, too busy worrying about this, worrying about things that you can't control. So the intuition is trying to just go, knock, knock, knock. Here, look, I can help you there. I want you to see something from a certain perspective. But there's too much going on. And you're like, to you, it's just, the intuition will just be like another thought. It's really important that you start to create the clear space. You start to do the work and create the clear space for yourself and become centered. Otherwise, it's going to be much, you can get as many readings as you want. It's going to be more of the same. And, you know, we're just human doing our human experience thing. But at the end of the day, it's us that does all the fucking shit to ourselves. It makes it harder. It starts with becoming centered. We go back to the basics. Okay, I just can't shake it. Get some Palo Santo, do a clearing. Okay, get some Palo Santo, do a clearing. Light some incense. When was that? You know, we should be doing this every time we go out and come back from work. We should be coming home and just going, okay, let's get all that crap from work off of us. How often do you do that? You work in a hospital. You need to be coming home and clearing yourself. All right? Every day. We need to get back to the basics. Otherwise, it's just little strands, more little strands pulling us out. You know, it's spiritual hygiene. We need to keep spiritual hygiene up. We don't need to, but if we don't, it just makes things harder. But you know what you should be doing? You know that you're going to get on top of this. Okay, but the emotions just seem to come in, and we start to feed them because we're human. And the intuition's just screaming out. Come on, Jenny, do the work. Come on, look, get back to the basics. Come on, do this, do that. Your higher self's just knocking, Jenny, going, come on, man. Come on. We've got to make an effort. We've got to get on top of some things. We've got to get on top of some basics so we can create that space. Because what's going to happen with this? What's going to happen? That doesn't matter. There's no space there. It's cluttered. You're thinking of how it should be. When it is how it should be, then everything will be right. Don't work that way. So please, Jenny, start to focus on yourself and clear that space. You really clear that space in your mind. Because as long as you're overthinking the past and the future, your intuition, you're going to struggle to be able to hear it. And I've got 2 cards here just saying, come on. Saying the same thing, saying, come on, man. Come on. Come on, Jenny. Come on, Jenny. Parrot Spirit, watch your words. What are you saying? What are you saying to yourself? What are you saying to others? What are you saying about others? Because what we say to others, what we say to ourselves, manifestation karma, it's the same fucking thing. Did you know that? It's the same thing. And we create it because we created beings, and you're a created being, Jenny. So you have to really get on top of what you're creating. You know, this is why we've got to do the work. Otherwise, it doesn't shift. We shift. We've got to shift it. Okay? Yeah, we can get some energies come and shift us, and they'll, come through, and they'll blow all the leaves everywhere out of the yard. The wind will come through, like the universe come through, will assist us. But there's still going to be stuff stuck in the corner. And we still do have to get out the broom and sweep it up. We still have to do the work. Okay? So it comes about that mental game of creating that space, that clarity in your head, because your intuitions just wants to get through. Okay? You'll get through this. Okay? You're a survivor. You'll get through it. How you get through it, how much you go through is up to you and the universe. But we can make, if we do the work, we can make it easy on ourselves, okay? So you're going to make that choice. So when we do the work, we create that clear space, we get the clarity, our perspective starts to shift. And when our perspective starts to shift, we start to see things differently. We start to see things differently. That's when we can really make a difference to the people around us by making a difference to ourselves first. Okay? And your happy card is... What's inverted? Peacock Spirit, let it shine. Okay? There's too much stuff on the surface that needs to be... It's too much build-up, Jenny. Bit of build-up. We've got to clean that build-up off. We've got to do the work, clean that build-up around so we can shine again. Because you're built to shine. There's a very shiny layer underneath the stuff that you've got up in. Okay? So clear that off and start to shine again. Okay? I hope that's helped you, Jenny. Thank you for your donation. Okay. Hello, Holly. Hey, Sue. Of course you can, Sue. Of course you can. Enough with your inverted card. It's your inverted card, not mine. I'm good. But this is what we all do. This is what we all do, Jenny. We all go through this. This is the self-mastery. This is the stuff that we've got to do. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's what we do. It's not easy. It's not easy, but we make it harder. Okay. We make it harder for ourselves. I know. Because sometimes I go kicking and screaming. You know, I went through a series of really fucked up things. Okay. Emotional, loss, heart-wrenching stuff. All within a series of a few months. Okay. It just about destroyed me. And I'm still letting the karma of that run off. And then I can play the blame game, which is the story. Yeah, some people were still dicks. Not happy with the way they went about it, but at the end of the day, I created all that. I created all that karma. I manifested all of it. Because I didn't stand in my power. And I was in a vulnerable fucking space when it all happened. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. I still got managed. Still got fucked. You know, it does hurt sometimes. It does hurt. But we just got to dust ourselves off and pull through and make sure that we don't go into that space again. Okay. It just is what it is. Good times, the bad times, we've just got to keep pushing forward. But, Michelle, attachment is the root cause of all suffering. So if you don't have an attachment to anything, you'll be like, eh. Doesn't mean you can't be compassionate toward the universe. It just means you're not going to be overly affected. We still got to process stuff. Do the hard work, Jenny. Okay? Yeah, it hurts, but we've got to do the hard work. And we're going to, otherwise we make it harder. Otherwise it just drags on and it's harder. We make it harder for ourselves. Why? Because we're attached. And we look at why we're attached. And there comes a time when we need to let go. Let go to the attachment. Doesn't mean we have to let go of everything. Well, you let go of the attachment and you just accept the experience for what it is. You can still feel the good bits, the loving bits. But we don't have to hold on to it tight. Like, don't go away, don't go away. That's past. And something that's pulled from you, if you hold it tightly in your hands, it's going to fucking hurt a lot more. If you go, okay, I'll let go. I'll let go. Okay. Okay, Sue. Well, then in that case, you're up next. Okay, Sue. Oh. Okay, Sue. Okay, so if I can just get you to take a big breath in and a big breath out. Just start to focus on your heart space and bring yourself back to center. Okay, because when you come into that heart space, I can get a more accurate and clearer reading on you. Do you take heart medication, Sue? Are you married or single, Sue? But there's going to be some new joy coming into you. Okay. Just feel like there's some burden. There's some burden. There is brighter things headed for you at the moment, Sue. Okay. Bit of pressure. I can still feel the burden. There's still burdens around you, burdens on top of you. Okay. There's stuff that, you know, sometimes we just got to shift the way we think about it. Okay. When we look at things as a burden, okay, that's the karma we create. When we look at it as an experience and just something that we're doing, then we don't focus on when we focus on the burden, it's burden, it's burden, it's woe, it's burden, it's heavy. When we focus on, when we just go, oh, it's just something I'm doing, it's just part of the experience, part of life, and we just get on with doing it, then we can start to see things from another perspective, and we can start to see the richness in the relationships, in the interaction. But if we focus on the burden, then that's what it is. That's what we see in it. So it's all about perspective at you. Okay. There's freshness coming. There's freshness coming. There's a fresh light. There's revelations coming for you at the moment. Okay. But this has to do with your perspective. When you can shift your perception. Okay, how do I feel? I feel burdened. I feel responsibility, weight. It's weighing me down. It's giving me a headache. It's in my head. In my head. That's okay. That's what he's going through. That's his experience. But if you're going to look at him as he's sick, I got to take care of him. He's sick, I got to take care of him. Guess what your life is? He's sick, I got to take care of him. Okay. It's just something that if you can accept that, okay, he's just going to a bit of hospital stuff and takes a bit of effort here and there. That's okay. But what do you see? So, do you see a not well man? Or do you just see a human being having an experience? This is all about focus for you at the moment. Because if you can shift your perception, there's so much richness still right in front of you, Sue. So much richness. There's so much to be had, so much to experience right in front of you. But if all you see is not a well man, then that's all you're going to see. Okay? It's not, when we get to, oh, this is not fair, I don't want to be here, then that's our reality. This is here for you to show you that there's so much more to be had in your situation. There's so much more richness. Okay? So much more richness to be had. But this comes with shifting your perception and shifting your awareness. Because when we can let go of our expectations, or we let go of, oh, I wish he was well, I want him to get better. It's not up to you if he gets better. It's not up to you if he lives another 100 years. It's not up to you if he dies tomorrow. It's not up to us. When we hang on to when we hang on to things that we want them to be something else than what they are, we're trapped. We're trapped in ourselves. We're trapped in our mind. We're trapped in our emotions. This is what Spirit wants you to see at the moment. I want you to let go of all that and have gratitude. Thank you for my husband. Thank you for what he's going through. It is what it is. Because as soon as you can shift that, then you'll start to see him again. You'll start to see you again. This is all happening for you to find yourself. So, for you to find yourself. For you to open your heart. For you to release the bondage of expectations. What's on your plate right now is an absolute blessing. There's so much richness, there's so much depth, there's so much there, Sue, for you. And so much blessed that you can give to your husband. But as long as you stay inside your head, overanalyzing, going, oh, this sucks, you got to clear that right out now. It's just doing your head in. I can feel your stress, I can feel your pressure. You've got to start looking at it from a different... Just go, oh, we're having a throw-up experience today, okay? Goody. Smells kind of funky. You know, that's okay. That's okay. But when it's a man not being well that you've got to take care of, then that just... you create that reality. You know? When we can get past that, then you can start to be human. Because I see some stuff that still needs to play out with your husband. The love, the compassion, that connection, that excitement again. It's been pushed aside because you're looking from where you're looking at it. But there's so much richer. There's still stuff to teach each other. There's still stuff to learn. Okay, there's so much beauty there. But you have to find that. You have to find that. And it starts with becoming present in the moment. Right? Becoming present. And pushing all the mundane stuff that you've got to do with doctors and this and that, and go and do this and that, go and, the care work. It's just stuff. But you can get past that. You can start to be human yourself again, unburdened human. And then you can create that space for him to stop worrying about his crap. Start to become unburdened himself. And then there's a richness that can connect again, Sue. That can really connect again. Okay? There's healing. There's self-healing for both of you there. Okay? You have an amazing opportunity to really see the richness and the beauty in life. But it depends what you focus on and where your head's at. So you need to shift that head if you want. Okay? Sage card, be devoted and committed. Okay? Be devoted and committed to letting go of that expectation that you have. People suffer when we hold on to the past, or we hold on to an expectation of how we think things should be. That's where the suffering is. You need to get away from that. We all need to get away from that. So then we can just be two people, two experiences on a journey, enjoying the journey. Okay? That's where the joy is. That's where the love is. Okay, Sue? Do I need to pull you more cards? Here, I'll pull you another card. See the draft spirit. See the big picture. There's so much richness around you. So much. You don't need to go looking anywhere else. It's all there. That heartfelt experience. That heartfelt joy. comes from the little things. When we don't see it, it's because we're hanging on to other stuff. We've got a distorted version of what it is, what the world tells us it is. Okay? I hope that's helped you, Sue. I hope that's helped you. Just watch, I think it was around the 1 hour mark. Just watch the live video again when you're feeling down. Or it gets on top of you. Clear your space, have another listen. Okay? I hope that's helped you, love. Because that's what happens. All the thoughts will come in to pull you out of that. Pull you out because it doesn't want you to grow. It doesn't want you to expand. Because when, see, when we release that and we start to enjoy the moment and start to the richness, okay, the loosh feeders, the entities that usually feed of us when we're pissed or depressed, they got no food because they're not connected to source. So they need to feed somewhere. Well, they can't feed on us. Okay, I'm looking. Okay. If you have not had a reading and you would like to have a reading, I reckon I will do. What is it? I'm going to do some run-out readings. So put a 1 in the comment section if you would like me to pull you a card. Hey, Kim. First time here. Where's here? Kim, where are you from? Okay. Okay, Lynn. Lynn, watch out. There's manifesting. I feel there's a bit of self-judgment. Because, hey, old school perception of how things should be. I should have this together. I should have that together. This shouldn't be a struggle for me, but I'm really good at that. All these things. Okay. Time to let go, Lynn. Okay. And come present in the moment. Just accept everything for what it is, because you're putting too much pressure on yourself at the moment, and it's putting you too much in your head. Okay. It's taking you away. It's taking you out of where you're effective. Okay. You've got expectations of where you want to go. This is not, it's right. It's not about, we go chasing how we want things to be. That's okay. But we do it too much and it takes us out of the moment. And you're taking yourself out of the moment. Okay, so just simplify things and bring them back to the center, because you've still got too many beliefs of how you think things should be and how you want things should be. It's okay to think, I would like to be here. Okay, boom. Let it go. Let it go. Become an instrument. Become an instrument of the universe in flow. In flow. Otherwise, what we do inadvertently is we try to make the universe our bitch. That's what 99% of the spiritual community does. They try to make the universe. Make the universe. They want to make the universe their bitch, and it's not that. It's about letting go and becoming an instrument of the universe. So you have that kind word to someone one day, which just plants that seed and shifts them. And it has a ripple effect. We don't know when and where. There's nothing wrong with modalities, but you get people that just do 100 modalities and then they're caught in their modalities and their identity becomes their modalities. And they're no longer an instrument of the unit. They're a very inefficient instrument of the universe. Their ego determines how, oh yeah, I do this great healing. Nothing wrong. Beautiful. Beautiful. Do you see what I'm getting at? I do this and I did that. Who cares? We don't know how it's going to have its effect. And to think that we do, there's nothing wrong with doing all that stuff, but we can't get caught up in it. We can't get caught up in it. We're going to remain malleable, humble, loving. Okay? And you've got too much pressure on where you want to be and how you want to be. Lynn, just be. Just be, Lynn. That's all the universe needs. Is for you to just be. It'll come. Oh, it won't come. It's already here because that's all we have. Okay? I hope that's helped you. Michelle. Okay, Michelle. What's going on, man? What's going on, Michelle? Who was there? Who was the new person here? Kim? Yeah, just put... Yeah, Kim, I'll get you next. Michelle. Get out of your head. Still too much in your head. Not enough being present. This is the foundation of everything. Too much overthinking, too much overanalyzing. Too ahead of yourself. As again, you're like a lot of people, Michelle, I'm picking up, you're just very attached to how you think things should be and how you want things to be, and you're just missing so much. Sending you on autopilot. Get on top of your practices. You really got to do the healing work, do the shadow work, do the meditation, get back to the basics, clearing your mind and creating that clear space. You're too much in your head, Michelle. Higher priest, harness the mystic power, inverted. It's trying to happen, but you're blocking it. Because you're up here, not in here. Right? And there's all blockages through your top end. You come to that heart space, you can really start to open up to the, really start to open through and shine. But you're still somewhere else, Michelle. Too overanalyzing, too overthinking. You're still somewhere else. Just bring it back to the basics. Beautiful. Just bring it back to the basics. Become present in the moment. Okay? Make sure you're aligned. You can get to all the heart space you want. It's beautiful. But until you can release yourself from the prison of the mind, you're in the alpha brain state, you're in the logical mind, the ego's running the show, and we're only using 5% of our brain. We want the soul and the spirit to be the master, not the intellect and the ego. And that starts with becoming present in the moment and getting out of that constant thinking and constant expectations. That's the karma. That's the karma. That's the manifestation. You're still in head manifest thoughts. Will do. It's fucking hard to break. But that's what conscious evolution, what the evolution of consciousness is. It's freeing ourselves from that mind. It will help at the time, listening to those revelations that work at that frequency, but at the same time, we've just got to, God, we're in a sea of thoughts and they're not all ours. And we float around the sea of thoughts. That's the battlefield. That's the first battlefield of catching yourself thinking. But I can't stop thinking. Well, that's where the meditation, you learn how to clear the mind. It's hard. I still run away with thoughts. They grab me and I'll be thinking of something and I'm going to go, get out of my head, thoughts. Center myself. Okay, you're still caught in that. You can learn all you want. It will assist all the stuff that you do and all the other stuff that you learn that will assist you down in the future, but doesn't remember the battle. This is the problem. We're in the prison of the mind. We've got to get out of it. You've got to break that, Michelle. And if you're going to free yourself, if you're going to break out of the prison of the mind, the first thing you've got to understand is that you're in the prison of the mind. If you don't think you're in the prison of the mind, then we just go chasing other stuff. You're just chasing other stuff. Then we go, let's chase something. Let's chase a better prison area. Then we take on another belief system. We're just got to free the mind. See this? The Traveler's card moving in your direction. What was it, Einstein? You've heard me say this. Einstein said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. Time to change the game plan, Michelle. Time to change the game plan. Otherwise, you've got more of the same game. Which is okay. It's all okay. It's whatever you choose to do. Yeah. The ego, the analytical mind, the intellect is running the show. And they are good servants, but they are lousy masters, Michelle. You're too attached to your thoughts. It's become your identity. And you don't really know who you are. Listen to Steffi more. He'll help you go through that. Listen to some Ram Dass. Okay, I hope this helps you, Michelle. Kim. Get into some Ram Dass. There's a link up there. And I've Kim. Kim, your biggest issue at the moment is expectations. It's all of us, really. But you've got a belief and mindset on how you think things should be at the moment. Okay, this is where the resistance is. Now you put yourself on this pressure. I've got to do this. I've got to do that. That's okay. That's okay. But you're trying to jump 3 steps forward. Okay. And you're going too hard because you want to be at a destination. But you've got to be careful. Kim, this student goes up to a sensei that's teaching a martial art, and he goes to the sensei, he goes, how long will it take me to master under your instruction? long will it take me to master this martial art under your instruction? And the sensei goes, about 10 years. And then the student goes, what if I work twice as hard as the other students? How long will it take me to master? The sensei goes, 20 years. And the student's like, what? And then the student goes, what if I work day and night, as hard as I can to achieve that level? How long will it take me then? The sensei goes, 30 years. And the student goes, what do you mean? If I'm doing twice as much work, why is it taking me longer? The sensei goes, isn't the answer clear? With one eye on the destination, you've only got one eye on the path. Bring your focus back to where you are. Kim, bring it back to where you are. Because if you push yourself too hard, you're going to miss what's happening. And that's where the gold is. That's where the experience is. That's where you need to be. Okay. Because you're going to struggle. You're using all your energy on expectations of where you should be, where you need to be present and be focusing on where you are and what's happening where you are. So this is just a reminder, Kim, just pull yourself back. Pull yourself back. Of course it's freezing up. Certain things that don't want you to have this information. They want to keep you focused on somewhere out there instead of where you are here. It's around 1 hour 30, so you can watch it after the show. When it reloads back up, 1 hour and 30 minutes is around there, Kim. Just look for your name on the screen. I should pull you a card. Okay. Self-worth. There's still some stuff that you need to heal at the moment. It's affecting your self-worth. It's affecting your self-judgment. It's stopping you from being as comfortable as you could be in your shoes. Okay, so good to do some healing, some shadow work for you, Kim. Okay, because there's still some beliefs, or you'll think, okay, you think things are going to fix themselves. When I get there, it'll all be fixed. No, you fix it. You can fix it now, Kim, because your heart's closed down. You're guarding your heart because the past hurts. Okay? Go and do some shadow work. Find someone who can assist you with it. Because there's healing. There's still healing. When we're unhealed, God, we do crazy things. You know, everyone's like, oh, I want this, I want a partner, and, you know, and this and that, we get into that. But if we don't heal, we act in certain ways that will just create projections, will create karma, and we'll create so much karma around it from the unhealing that. So you need to get some healing work, Kim, and don't worry about things will just unfold how they are. But you come back, you focus on you and your heart. Okay, you get on. Don't look about. I need to do this. I got to be when I'm here. It's all going to be good. Just do the healing and be present. Because that heart needs to be healed. Otherwise, it's going to create karma. And fucking karma just closes down the heart even more. Trust me. Then we're going to do a heap of work to open it up again. Okay? Thanks, Michelle. Okay, people. Thank you for coming. I hope no one else has donated that I've missed. Thank you for being on the show. And I will see you all next time I'm looking at you. And until then, have a lovely Sunday afternoon. And just remember that we've got the solar flares coming out. I don't know, in 12 hours or just around, I think it's Monday morning, or I think it's in about 12 hours time or roughly around there. We're going to get solar flares. So there might be aurora borealis around the place. Energies are going to get interesting, so watch out for those people. And see you later, beautiful souls. Thank you for coming. And I will see you next time I'm seeing you. Bye.